Anoop Desai is in the house, and he's here with his posse of, 24 people.
He comes with a large crew.
It'll be amazing, but he'll be here in just a second. We're letting him get some coffee, and he's eating. Don't let him eat all the donuts. And I guess we're going to have some photos and stuff posted. And also, can we move the webcam if we can, if you want to check our webcam out live this morning. If you've never seen Anoop before, you can see what he looks like. Isn't that right?
I think everybody's probably pretty familiar.
On a side note, the British version, the British version is actually called X Factor of American Idol, but that other one, Britain's Got Talent, Susan Boyle, who just wowed everybody, like 60 million hits on YouTube of her performance of the Les Mis song. Rep for Simon Cowell says that Susan Boyle is recovering well. She was admitted to a private clinic in London for exhaustion. She finished second in Britain's Got Talent to some dance troupe. And there was no underlying health problem. I think she was exhausted. And they were getting her a hard time for snapping at some of the British tabloid reporters, but they are super aggressive over there, nasty. So I don't blame her for that.
Her life has just changed dramatically.
Yep.
Dramatically. I just can't imagine how she went from total obscurity to being probably one of the most downloaded people in the world, really.
Yep. So anyway, she's doing well. We're going to be right back with Anoop in the studio here.
It's time. He's here. Yeah, Anoop Desai.
Hey, Anoop.
Good morning.
Here in the studios this morning. Thanks so much for coming out. We appreciate it.
Anytime. I got to get used to waking up early again, so this is good practice.
It's funny, just now he said, now what day is this? Is this Wednesday?
How are you doing? How's it feel to be home for a while and to relax?
It feels great. I've been home for about a week and a half, and I actually leave tomorrow to go to D.C. and then to L.A. for rehearsals for the Idol tour.
Then you'll be coming back to Charlotte and Greensboro as part of that.
Charlotte and Greensboro on August 1st and 2nd. So it's going to be about, I guess, most of the way through the tour by that point. But, it's going to be nice to come home.
Everybody at UNC hitting you up for free tickets to the tour stops?
You know what's insane is that I only get 10 tickets for the entire tour.
Entire tour?
I know.
50-city tour?
Wait a minute.
I know. We all only get 10 tickets for, I guess, the economy is hurting everyone. I don't know.
Wow.
The economy's hurting everyone.
That's
the show was, what was it getting? 20 million viewers, 29 million viewers?
Oh, yeah. And all the celebrities in the audience. How weird was it to be on stage, too, and to look out and see all these stars?
It was really cool. At first, it was definitely a shock because, we'd be up there and then look down and then sort of nudge each other while we were on the couches if it was a result show. But, it was really cool. And I guess it just goes to show that everyone watches the show, which is, great for us because you sort of, first of all, you realize that, the people that are, quote unquote celebrities are people too.
Mm-hmm.
And then, and second of all, you realize that, literally everyone is watching you on TV. So it's a really cool feeling.
By the way, speaking of watching you on TV, you can also see Anoop here in the studio this morning on our webcam at WRALFM.com. Got it pointed correctly, I think.
Yeah, we do.
We have it zoomed in very tightly.
All right. So, anyhow, but this is great. How far along the process, and I take it that, either you were, dared to or somehow at least encouraged by friends or family to try out for this. How far along in the process before you had to say, pinch me, I don't believe this is happening?
The whole thing, me and a friend of mine, Brandon, went to Kansas City and auditioned in August of last year. And we just sort of went because it was a good thing to do after college. We graduated and we thought that, this was the time to do it. And then, as I kept getting further and further along, it was just sort of like, oh, okay, I'll take this if I can.
Yeah.
But, it never really sunk in until I was home after I got voted off. That was really the time when I was, when I looked back at everything and sort of realized what I had done, which was a great feeling.
Wow.
Yeah.
What was your big moment? I know I think you guys went to a movie premiere too. What was the first time in LA when you're like, oh my gosh, I'm kind of a celebrity now. People want my autograph. People want to see me. What was that like?
As soon as because we always travel sort of as a big group. There are always however many of us are on the show, always travel together at the same time in these, SUVs with security and whatnot. So, it's actually kind of hard to get that sense while you're there because, they keep such good tabs on us, I guess, that we don't really go anywhere alone, and we're not really exposed to all the craziness that is, you know, L.A. and I guess the outside world while we're there. We always joke that we're sort of in a bubble and
sort of sheltered, really,
true,
aren't you, in the house? And did you learn anything new out there? Like, was there something that you discovered, like, wow, I never liked that before, this is weird, or something, just something new, a new experience, something new you discovered out there about yourself, even? Well, about anything?
You know, I'd only been to the West Coast maybe once or twice before, and you know, the times that I'd been out there, and you know, everyone who had been out there before always told me, it's like it's so different out there. You know, people are different. You know, everything's different out there, which is true, I think, but I guess it's all about, you know, what circumstance you're in, because, you know, it was definitely different. The lifestyle is different. You know, everything is, I mean,
LA.
Yeah, right. It's a big city, but I guess I just realized that, you know, everything is what you make it. And, LA was what I made it, and the show is what I made it. So it was just, you know, it was nice to sort of, you know, explore a new city, explore a new experience for me, and still realize that, you know, I will be me throughout, no matter what.
There you go. Bill and Lindy in the morning at 7:21. Back with more from Anoop. UNC's and American Idol's Anoop Desai coming up. More with him here in just a bit.
Anoop Desai. Remember that? From American Idol? I can't remember which.
Unfortunately.
Anoop, thanks so much for joining us here with Bill and Linda in the morning. We have some questions submitted by listeners.
All right.
If you don't mind.
Let's do it.
How did you like working with Jason Mraz for the finale?
Oh, that was great.
Yeah?
And he's such a laid back and chill guy, and you know, I mean, that song we had sung before on the show, but it was just great to get to sing it with him, actually. And sort of, you know, to me, it was sort of an indicator of how far we'd come on the show. You know, before we were singing it with 12 people in the first group, and then to end up with, it's, you know, me and Jason and Alexis. So that was a very cool feat.
Well, he's coming to town July 29th, so if you can get us some good seats, that would be nice.
I know, you know,
since you're tight with him now.
Right.
We've got another question. How's the treatment in Chapel Hill in North Carolina, and are you a rock star around here everywhere you go?
Well, it's just, I mean, it's just very cool to walk around and to be appreciated for, you know, for everything. It's, you know, coming back home is always fun because it's home, but, you know, there's the added, obviously now there's the added thing. But, you know, it's amazing. I stopped by the blood drive, over at the Dean Dome yesterday, and just, you know, the people are so appreciative when, you know, when they see me, and I appreciate them too for you know, for rooting me on all those months and for being there for me. So, you know, it's just been an amazing experience, and I'm so thankful to Chapel Hill, to North Carolina, and just you know, it's to represent my town and my university is the best thing that I could have asked for. So
Here's another